I'm here with Colleen Brickle, who will be speaking at the upcoming event, Dental Hygiene in a Changing World, Leading and Developing Your Career. Colleen, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Josh, for inviting me.
What can attendees expect from your presentation?
My presentation is going to really center around education, being in the role of educator as a dental hygienist. I'm going to look at how I took a pathway from part-time, being an educator, to full-time, to eventually becoming program director, and now as Dean of Health Sciences. It's a pathway full of lots of challenges and opportunities. I hope I can dispel some of the myths that are out there, and also to leave people who are really interested in education the idea of how they can plan for it, how they can go forward with this plan. It really is an exciting time to be involved with education and to change the lives of our students. So I'm interested in sharing that.
For hygienists looking into a career in education, what changes should be expected?
I think the change that's really key is technology with education is one area. When we're teaching today, we use so much technology in the classroom that we have to be familiar with it. We also have to make sure that students who graduate are familiar with how to use technology. That is, how to use intraoral cameras and computers. They're pretty savvy with that, but then really how to deploy it properly. And also the problem-solving, critical thinking skills they need to work with new technology once they're out there. I think another area is the soft skills we really need to emphasize with our students of communication and professionalism and the humanism that's involved with our profession. We also kind of have to look at, evidence-based research, how we deliver it, how we have our students deliver it. And of course, one of the areas I'm most passionate about is how to work in alternative settings to really increase access to care to the underserved, and how educators need to stay connected with the community, get their students involved so that they see there's pathways other than private practice to find work once they're done. I think those are very key roles for education today.
How important are advanced degrees becoming for the future of the dental hygiene profession?
It's absolutely essential that we raise the bar for entry into the profession to be baccalaureate. It improves our professional standing with all the other healthcare professions. I think as you get an advanced degree, you see how it opens up new doors and new careers and pathways. An associate level degree is wonderful, but as you move with a baccalaureate, you can do more with it, from a master's and maybe eventually a doctorate degree, but every one of them is important to opening new pathways for people. You learn a lot about change every time you go back to school and get more education, or even attending continuing education programs. So these are all essentials, and we need to keep abreast of all the changes that are happening in not only dental hygiene, but in any healthcare field.
What sort of insight into the dental hygiene profession has your work on advanced degrees given you?
The insight that it's really given me is how important evidence-based research is for us to move forward. Really important to stay connected to, as I already mentioned, community. I just feel that collaborative leadership to find other partners who believe in what you're doing is absolutely essential. Education really encompasses all the other roles of dental hygiene, be it manager and administrator and an advocate, researcher, public health, community health. All of these are combined, and so we need to stay current and have a little bit of knowledge about every one of them, at least have the resources, and having an advanced degree allows you to understand all the resources out there for us to use. And we have to have a vision on how we can take students currently into the future 30, 40 years from now. So advanced degrees have done this for me and get me excited and make me actually welcome change. I'm not fearful of change anymore, and it's absolutely essential.
Well, entering a new career field can be a daunting task. Is there a piece of advice you wish someone would have told you when you began your career as an educator?
Yes, I really think it's very, very important to find a mentor that you admire. Sometimes you just even reaching out to someone, tell them what your ideas are. I had different mentors when I was working down at the University of Iowa. And then when I became involved more at my current position, my dean, who really let me live my vision, who taught me skills, who opened up new pathways and doorways for me just because allowed me to explore options of grant writing was one that really has helped me a lot. I think networking absolutely essential with your professional organization nationally and at the state level and locally. Even involved with educators, finding somebody you've heard about, see if they have time to give you some ideas. These are absolutely critical and also strategic planning for yourself. Do a needs assessment. How can you budget for a change? How can you move forward and reach your goals and objectives and activities to get there? It's really personal strategic planning to get to your professional goals.
And what do you hope attendees take away from your presentation?
I hope that they walk away really re-energized, that they're going to take the time to reassess where they're at, if they want to stay in their current position or explore new options. I hope they'll really react, meaning that they'll take a plan and they're really going to take, maybe it's just enrolling in a continuing ed, maybe one course, talking to someone, and then I hope that they'll actually get, like I said, re-excited and retool and re-energize, and that's really the key message that I hope attendees will take away with. And they're going to learn it from all the panelists that are coming and give them new ideas.
Well, it sounds like your presentation will be a fantastic opportunity for dental hygienists to learn about the role of educators in the profession. Thank you, Colleen, for sharing, and we look forward to seeing all of you on February 25th at the Doubletree Chicago.
Thank you, Josh.